Looks like the markets are already moving without us. Looks like took out this liquidity. Ben, how you doing? Did that overnight at 3 a.m. That I would have liked that to happen during market open, because look at, what do you know? Mark that out. Got some displacement up for value gaps longing. But we were asleep. After taking that liquidity out on the 1 hour, 4 hour, on the 4 hour, we got all that displacement down from yesterday. We blew right past that gap that the 4 hour made. I practiced self-discipline and control, and I did not trade the PM session. My only trade was yesterday on the stream, the one on the AMP account and the one on the TopStep account, and I was done. I fought the urge. Trust me, I wanted to trade, and I would open up my charts every once in a while when people were talking about them. And I'm like, damn, there's some moves here, but I stayed out. So I pretty proud of myself for doing that. Like, yeah, we could make more if we trade more, but I have to look at it as I don't want to take on any additional risk when I'm deciding I'm done. So did you and Prada trade? I saw your guys' trade in the thing. I don't know if you guys traded anymore though after that. When you get a really good, nice, high quality trade, it's very easy to keep going, but I thought you guys you said you had a 40 pip win in the morning. What's up, Miguel? Oh, okay. So just apologizing to anybody. It's kind of difficult to keep up with everybody's journeys and stories and what they're going through and stuff. Morning, McLovin. Well, as long as you guys took the loss, well, that's a win. Because as traders, we're going to take losing trades. It's part of it. How we react determines if it was a good day or a bad day. You could take a loss, tilt, and take more losses. That's a bad day. If you take a loss and you're okay with it, you accept it and you walk away, that's a good day. That means you were a trader that day. I need to remind myself that all the time. Hold on 1 second. All right, it's 9:22. We took out this sell side liquidity already on like the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Kind of sucks. That's a nice it's a nice target and or point of interest during market, normal market hours. We didn't quite fill in that gap, this fair value gap. Well, I mean, the high is up here, like we've been trying to fill it in, and just now we stabbed down into there. So I guess we could start attacking some of these highs. These two stand out to me, but they're also 300 points away. On the 1 hour, after taking out that sell side bullish fair value gap, breaking a swing. So we've been going down. This could be an indication that we start moving up. However, same thing happened yesterday, kind of taking out liquidity, and then we had this move up, taking out swings, and we've still been going down since then. So I don't know if this is the moment we turn around, but like I said yesterday, it does not matter because we are just waiting for a particular setup / pattern. And regardless of which direction it's going, we should take it. How is my voice volume for you guys? If I turn it up too loud, then it starts sounding like garbage. Turn everything up just a little bit. I should probably also talk louder, but I'm not a loud talker. Yeah, all right, I bumped it up a little bit. So we'll see what that is. I just don't want it to be too loud. Like, if I turn it up to be too loud, then it, like, the quality just sounds like garbage. There's our technical analysis, Tyler. So I just got like an actual audio mixer thing with a mic that supports it. But, and before that, I just had like the Blue Yeti, and I've tried some other mics that were just USB. I couldn't figure out why they all sounded like garbage no matter what I did. And then I realized I probably need to get one that is like XLR and plugs into one of the mixer things. But I will admit, I didn't want to spend money on them. So I bought like the cheapest ones just to see if the quality was better. And in my opinion, the quality of this is way better than that. Like, I think I spent $100 total on this mic and that mixer, and the microphone I was using before these two was like $100. So eventually I will up my game and get better quality ones. I just wasn't sure if that was what was holding the quality back, so I wanted to buy some cheap ones and just try them out first, and so far I like it. So I think I could get it better if I get an actual... Okay, I'll need to hit you up because I don't know anything about audio. Like in OBS, I have to turn my mic up. Like everything starts at 0 decibels. I had to turn the music all the way down to minus 35 decibels, and then the mic up to 17 decibels. And then plus on the audio mixer, the gain is at like halfway up. And I feel like you're supposed to keep the gain as low as you can. And I was testing it yesterday, and when I turn it up further than that, it sounds like crap. But we'll just try this for now. Part of my problem also is I don't talk directly into it, and I don't project my volume. So it sure looks like the market is now going to start attacking a lot of these swings on the 5-minute. That, for me, that presents a problem because we could get a short setup after we attack any one of these. But that would mean if it wants to continue attacking them, we could get a short setup and it might not be ready to turn around, so it will go attack the next one. So we're gonna have to be just careful. But right now I'm kind of favoring longs. It just kind of sucks that we're this far away from where the liquidity was taken on the higher time frame. Ideally, I want to get in as close to that liquidity grab as possible. Lowers the chances of hitting my stop because liquidity was already taken, so there's no need to make a lower low at that point. That's what we saw here. It's a beautiful reaction off of that. I don't know if I would have taken that because we did not come back to halfway. But I think that's a high probability trade. That's the type of trade you'd get in, not just targeting the recent swing. Like if I got in on the 50%, that's the type of trade you just get on the fair value gap that's formed and then target like a bigger swing up there. Okay. Appreciate that, Tyler. I'll keep that in mind. Oh yeah, you longed right at 10 on the Dow. That's a tough that's a tough strategy. Damn. Especially because we ran up right after 10. That was kind of your only opportunity. I'm assuming the Dow looked exactly like this. Damn. You're crazy, man. I am favoring long, so good luck. What's up, Delta? These two swings look, they look like they want to be violated. Sometimes I think that I want to get into just, well, I get burned more when I do that, but just reading the market and looking for entries, if I allow myself to do that too many times in a day, the days when I'm not reading it correctly or they're all failing, I can't stop. So I really need to stick to my one-ish trade a day and make it a high quality trade. Oh, for sure. Patience is something I am getting better at, but it's a constant battle. But I can afford to learn some patience in my normal life as well. Just kind of, I hate where we're at. See how we react inside of this guy right here on the 15-minute. I can't help, I don't act like the guys on Wolf on Wall Street, but I love it. Like, I wish I was trading like that, but I know that's not that's not what we're supposed to be doing here. But it looks fun. Imagine if we were all like in the same room, like just freaking out like that trading. That would be fun. But I know trading's supposed to be boring. Hey, whatever it takes, I guess. Just everyone like over leveraged to the max. I did not like where we opened. I'm just gonna have to give us some time and wait for something. Even like the other day, even if we get a setup, I'm not too confident in anything right now. Damn, Tyler. Doing the do. John's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. It's a little interesting, right? Hit the midpoint of that wick. Oh, Baja Boss is the best. Uh-oh. When it gets that close to mine, I have to just click manual exit, so I'm not risking a tick to miss out on that. Think about how much money the 2 ticks was. I mean, it looks like we may go hit it still. If we were to come back up into this displacement, I'd look to short somewhere up in here, but looks like we may keep going. Right? Yeah, I agree with you, McLovin. I don't like when we open up like in the middle of a lot of movement or like I guess a range. I don't like that we had that 1 hour liquidity taken out and then we're up here in the middle at open. That sucks. Now I don't know. I'm not confident in a swing being taken out and which direction we're going to go. Which direction we're going to go. If the market wants to go down, we could be taking out swing highs, but which one is going to be the one that has us turn around? So we must do one of the harder things to do in trading, and that's sit on our hands and wait until we see something that we're like, oh, I like that. Very nice, Tyler. I like if we leave this low right there, not taking out these. That sets us up for coming up here, getting people to think we're going long, and then to come back down and hit those stops. That's what I like to see. Obviously, we can keep going. Like that. We also have all this right here. That looks too good to leave that open. Like, it looks like I would think we want to go stab into that. At this low. What time frame are you normally on, McLovin? I don't know if I've asked you that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'd really like to see us come up here and short in this gap or on here on the 1 minute. Also want to see us come up here so McLovin can get his money. Oh, and we have news, don't we, at 10? Oh. Ideally, we'd leave that low open, creating a false support right here. Let us move up for you. Let us move up so I can short it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do that on this news today. I need like a really strong 8:30 a.m. news or like a 2 p.m. FOMC. I'm looking for like a 100-point like bullet on the Nasdaq. Those don't normally happen 10 at 10 on a Thursday. John, we have some like home sales stuff, I think. Existing home sales. And whatever the hell US leading economic indicators are. So we should move here at 10. I really like this fair value gap on the 2 minute, even though this is really just treated as one big one. See if we make it up there. What's your entry, McLovin? think I'm going to leave it there, but I was really contemplating moving it up into the 80s. You get your money, McLovin? Nice. You just tagged me in. Now it's my turn. Why does it say 1? And why can't I move it? Oh, it added. Okay, that'd be bad. That'd be real bad. So the idea on this, if anyone who doesn't know, we had this move down. We left some displacement, or we displaced down pretty much, had fair value gaps, drawing out a fib to get the 50%, waiting for the market to come back to the halfway point, and then short it, aiming for the low that we created with a stop up here at the highs, thinking that we shouldn't go back up there. And if we do, then our trade's invalid. So we'd get out there. And then just aiming for the lows, the highest, just thinking that we either go tap them or potentially make a little bit lower lows. And then it's anyone's game after that. Morning, Caught. They're moving quite a bit. Got 4 minutes of news, but I'm going to just leave it. Like I've said, I believe the news just moves the market quicker to where it was planning on going. So if we think the market's going to go down there without taking out the highs, just because there's a news event, it should just happen within one candle versus 20 or 30 candles. And if we're wrong, we're going to get stopped out regardless. That's not really ideal. But the plan for this trade is having the stop up there. So we could, that is another, that's a setup that we could have taken as well. Right here. Having an entry below the 50% in this fair value gap, aiming for the highs that we just created. So I'm allowing the market to still move up to that high. Could still come up into this fair value gap a little more. Seems like that's what we're doing too. We had that good move that you got in after dealing with all this consolidation. It's really up to see what this news does here in 1 minute or in 30 seconds. I know I need to take my profits right here, but well, Tyler, that's what I used to think. Also, at the same time, I believe the news is just going to move it quicker. So if I think that this move is going to work out, I mean, eventually we're going to either get stopped out or take profit. If there's a news event, it's just going to make that process happen faster, not necessarily do something it wasn't going to do. That's my opinion. At least it's cold and not on fire. Oh yeah, you get to work from home today. That's nice. I do work from home. I think I've worked in the office maybe 2 times in the last 3 years. Sometimes I have to like meet with clients or go to like a meeting or something, but most of the time I'm home. Yeah, that's true, Tyler. That's something I have worried about. So I try to stay out. I have tried to stay out in the past. With this one being a medium impact, I think we're okay. Like, I wouldn't do this if this was like FOMC. Hell no. I'm almost thinking that if this trade works out and we go down there, we're going lower. But I need to take my profits there because that was the plan. Yeah, I really want to hold this longer than this low. I could take one off there. It's only 2 micros. With all these equal lows, and then this gap over here. But the plan is what I got on the board. That's what we're going to stick to. Now, as you guys can see, this is a pretty large move considering like we didn't take that big of a move the other day. But emotionally, this is much easier to deal with because I'm down to 2 contracts and it's the same amount of money that we were doing yesterday or whenever we took that trade. But the other day we were in 4 micros. Yes, John, sticking to the plan. Tyler, that's you. That's I don't know how to word it, but I know what you mean. Just what I was saying the other day, how I think you're like me, where we struggle with wanting to be right more than anything. But so far, no matter what happens on this trade, I did exactly what my plan told me to do. So if it's I need to remember, if it's a losing trade, I wasn't wrong on anything. I was actually correct, and I performed exactly how I sought out to perform. And that's what's gonna keep me moving forward. Well, that news did not do a damn thing. Kind of wanting some movement just so we could get out. We didn't have to sit here in this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just take a break, Delta. Yeah, I plan on being out before 12, that's for sure. I sure hope that this trade doesn't last for 2 more hours. As for ES sweeping the lows already, I do think there's something to that. However, I don't have experience really watching other assets while I take trades, so I don't think it's a good time for me to start doing that. Yeah, if you took some emotional trades and then got lucky and got some back, it's a very good time to just take a break. Don't even look at the markets. It's hard to I appreciate it. I have watched some videos on SMT divergence, and that's why I say I think there is something to it. I've heard ICT talk about it. I'm just trying to keep my trading plan as simple as possible. Once I start adding things like that, I start over analyzing and overthinking. And as with everything in trading, indicators, setups, whatever you use to take a trade, nothing is 100%. So in my opinion, the more you add, for me, the more I add, the more I'm going to second guess myself. Because each time you add something, like some type of indicator, it comes with its own probability of working out. So the more variables you add, for me, the more likely, the less chance I'm going to be able to read it correctly. So I've found for myself, I need to keep things like as simple as possible, as simple as I can. But the SMT divergence is something I have looked into, and I have thought about adding it to my plan. Just tried to refrain from doing that because of the reasons I listed already. What I don't like in this move is that we created, at least on the 2 minute, we've got a fair value gap that did break some swings on the 2 minute. We did come in and trade in there. Body's really dug into that, so kind of banking on this one to hold, which it didn't. But our stop is up here, so we allow the market to trade up in here, no matter how much we don't want it to trade up here. We've got our stop one tick above the highs on the day. Why is my chart looking weird? No matter what happens with this trade, I think I need to, gosh, look how laggy this trading view is. I think I need to be looking for these smaller moves. This trade I'm in is based off of the whole move that we've had already. And since I'm changing my size to be the same amount of money no matter what, I think I'm lowering my probability by taking the larger moves. Had I taken this one, obviously now in hindsight, like obviously it worked. However, we only needed the market to move a little bit in order to hit. It's only like 20 points. There's no way that this isn't going to get hit. The hell, everyone just wants to show up when I'm about to take a losing trade. I mean, I know that's what people want to see, but I don't really want to take losing trades. This can still work though. We had like 14 people watching when I get in this trade, and now it's like everyone's like, look, he's about to take a losing trade, and we got 10 more people. Right? I hope we don't get like ticked out like we did the other day. Although it's much easier to handle this now because our size is different. Like this is a pretty large move. 40 points. I mean, one mini, that's $800. And we were not on our trade yesterday. We were not offered 40 points. So this is a perfect example of why I am changing my size for every trade. Because now there's no way for this trade to be larger than my trade yesterday. The points are more, but what matters at the end of the day is the money in my account. And because we couldn't get to 200 perfectly, I think this one's only a risk of like 162. Now this is my AMP account. So this is my real account. And yeah, so that's how you can tell for on micros. We're typically on our live account, which it also says down here AMP. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I think you can. I actually forgot to enter this trade on Tradervue, where our TopStep is logged in. I know we took out this swing, but leaving these lows alone, I wouldn't expect us to go make new highs yet. Unfortunately for us, that's what it looks like we might be doing. What is up with Tradingvue? Look, I got these. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Yeah, you can. See those dots? I can't see anything. Oh my God, Jesus. Everything bugged out and now we're back into a freaking, back into profit. What is going on? I don't know if you guys ever had that with trading. I haven't had that with Tradingvue, but I have had where if I'm switching time frames, the lower the time frame I go, it starts bugging out. Still kind of is. I mean, I know it's because it's loaded. I feel like it's just trying to load more candles. It's gonna be tough to. It's gonna be tough to hit that take profit. You know what we should do though? We need to enter now on here since we missed our opportunity. Forgot to do that earlier, but luckily the market came back and let us do it. Yeah, that's weird. It's got to be something with the site loading more candles. I always notice it when I go down to like the 1 minute or the 30-second. I have not had it where it just completely freezes like that, and my computer was fine. Like the RAM, the usage on everything was fairly low. Right. Yeah, you gotta have your stops. TradingView typically is fine. It's because it's browser based. I mean, you can only do so much in a browser, and you got to be heavily optimized to run in here. What did this candle get to? The high was 07, 2.5 points away. Damn. That was so now if we go after these lows, I really think we just continue lower. Like I really want to move my take profit down here. That's what I'm thinking. But is it going to take out the lows by a tick, or is it going to take out the lows by 50 points? Oh man. If this comes down here, I'm struggling. I'm changing my position size so that every trade is the same now. So moving this just goes back to my old ways of I might make more today, I might not make more today. But I'm struggling because I feel very confident that we're going to keep going lower. And this trade, we couldn't get to exactly 200 with the amount of points it's offering, and with the just contracts being $2 a point. So it's like at 160 or 170. So I'm struggling with wanting to move that. I know what I need to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just expressing my emotions so you guys see we all struggle. That low is at 21. This needs to be at 21 then. Oh, where the hell why did that happen? I'm glad you asked that question, reinvestment broker. So a good friend, Tyler Smith here, if you use the long and short position, if you double click it, you can put in just an account size, and then you can put a risk percentage. So then based on however much the stop is, if you right click on it, it will create a limit order, and then it will adjust the contracts to fit as close to your risk as possible. It went to 3 because if it goes to 4, it will be at 244, and 10% of 2000 is 200. So it will try to not go over, and it put it to 3. So it will do it based on this long or short position tool right here. I was planning on having like a spreadsheet open every day and having to hurry up and calculate before I enter, but then Tyler let me know of that, which has been nice because now I don't even have to think about it. I can just double check when it creates that order. If I want to go a little over 200, I can go up to the next contract, and then just let it play out from there. Oh my god, this is a long trade. I really think the scaling is what's helping me. Got in way back here at 953. Watch us just range all day in here. Oh, we're blowing past VWAP. You guys have no idea how bad I want to move this take profit. I almost just did it. My hand went right for the mouse to move it real quick. I'm not scared. If this runs up and hits my stop, that's warranted because my take profit was never hit. But I really want to move my take profit down. I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to, I promise, but I'm just like, I want to move it so bad. There we go. Jesus, what a trade. What a freaking trade. 2.5 points from hitting our stop, and Tradervue freezes. Oh my god. Thanks, Russell. Yeah, I'm not here to Not here to act like trading is anything but difficult and it gets to you. Yes, it did provide some drama. Now we have the struggle of seeing how much money we left on the table, even though I executed everything perfectly. I can't help but think, look it, now we're another 10 points in profit. Now we're another 20 points in profit. Oh my God. Yep, I did the plan. The plan worked. The plan got a little scary and a little sketchy up here. That candle went to 07 and our stop was one tick above this. I can't believe that that trade was only 37 minutes when I swear to God, I thought I was sitting here for like 4 hours. I felt like that was like a 4-hour trade and I look at the time. Nice, John. That's awesome. Nice, Tyler. Reinvestment. I know that's not how you're supposed to look at it. But it's near impossible not to be like, look how much money I left on the table. The reason why I do want to pay attention to that, because I do want to change. Instead of aiming for 1-to-1s, I do want to eventually go for like a 1-to-2. If I can do that by getting in the 50% level, I need to see how much further we're going. And if I can't, I need to, instead getting in at the 50% level, wait for at least like OTE, and potentially just wait for a short up here and then see what that brings. So I am trying to pay attention to at least how far past we go. Damn, Tyler, nice. That's awesome. That's good too that you I'm more proud when personally, if I take a loser, if I allow myself more than one trade. Oh, you know what? We forgot about this. We forgot about the TopStep. This guy's up $835. $835. Look at that. So this account's at 7,800 in profits. We're almost there. I'm almost more satisfied and or proud of myself when I take a losing trade and I'm okay with it. Hey McLovin, thank you for tagging me into that trade. That was beautiful. What was your exit? Because I think it was like on the same candle, wasn't it? Like I got in almost immediately. I'm just curious how many points off we were. That's awesome, Russell. That was that one definitely was tough. If I did not scale down, this would have been very difficult for me to do today. Getting that close, because like me and Tyler were talking about earlier, I struggle with wanting to be right. So when I'm about to get stopped out, I have a really bad habit of exiting. And I've learned that's my way of taking the control back and being like, no, Nasdaq, you're not going to tell me I was wrong. I'm admitting I was wrong. It's like when somebody quits as they're getting fired. You got to be kidding me, McLovin. We were 0.2 ticks off from each other. I understand, Russell, about you can never regret not catching the whole move. But ICT even says, I know you need to be okay with it. I voice it because I feel like it's something that's never going to go away with me. And hearing ICT talk about, I mean, he's been in the markets for what, 30 years, and he says he still struggles with getting out too early or too late on trades. So it's always going to be there. I'm just voicing these emotions so I don't keep them bottled up inside, which I think is healthy. So that's why I say it out. Feel pretty good though right now. That was a good trade. I liked that we forgot to enter the trade on our TopStep account, but the market gracefully came back up here and let us get in. So on this week, we're killing it this week on this account. I didn't really document these trades because I took a couple of this $1,000 was like from Sunday evening, which I don't normally trade in the evenings, but I was getting a little antsy this week and took a trade on Sunday evening. But we're up 4,400 on it in just a few days. We have $1,200 to go. Just gotta keep doing this, taking it easy, waiting for setups, let them play out, and just hope that probability is on our side. And as long as we stick to our plans, it will work out. I like this though. We took out those lows, displaced down, traded, displaced up. But I'm not taking any more. I like my one and done plan, and this one killed me a little inside. Wanted to pull up how much that trade was on AMP, but I had to refresh the page, and I would prefer to keep my account number hidden. I don't know if anybody can do anything with that, but I don't want to risk it. So 1 second. All right, so that trade, I could have swore we were risking 160. I'll put this back up here. Yeah, this says we're risking 152, and a 1-to-1 would mean that we're gonna make 152, but we made 194 on that. I see, Tyler. Yeah, possibly. Well, oh, maybe, oh, you know what? We didn't, I know, so I keep saying 1-to-1. We were up a little. We didn't get in at exactly 50%. We were up a little higher, so it was a little off. That's why. I mean, I'm not complaining, obviously. I was just curious. I wasn't, yeah, Lito, I wasn't sure. I don't know. Like, I don't know what people can do. Uh-oh, Russell. You better go trade like 1 micro and get it off of 666, right? Yeah, and I didn't have it. I don't remember where we put our order. Man, I like a long on this though. I think we probably run for highs now after that. I'm not doing it. I'm just looking to see what it would set me at. 'Cause I keep saying 1-to-1. We didn't get in at exactly 50%. We were up a little. We didn't get in at exactly 50%. We were up a little higher, so it was a little off. That's why. I mean, I'm not complaining, obviously. I was just curious. I wasn't sure. I don't know what people can do. I'm not doing it. I'm just looking to see what it would set me at. we created equal highs up here, you know, when we almost got stopped out. We took out all those equal lows right here, displaced down, traded, displaced up. That looks like a really juicy trade right there. Now I'm just curious to know if it works out. I would, and if I wanted, like, I would absolutely enter this if I had like a third account or something. I think I would still enter it now because I'd be targeting these highs. Damn, I don't want to take trades like this, even though it worked out. That ideally, this move down would have just kept going, and that was tough. All right, McLovin, I appreciate it. Again, good teamwork on our trades. I like that. I'm not staying on too much longer. Just want to see how much of a reaction we get off of this. One to one, we only have to come up to 66. I really think it's scary. I really think these highs up here they're too close for the market to leave that alone. Right? It's almost as fun as two people being in the same trade on accident. That it's kind of like our trade that me and you, Tyler, had yesterday. Was that yesterday where You were in a long already. Or, yeah, that's kind of like what he did, and I shorted it. But yeah, we could leave them until Powell starts talking. But it's definitely an area of interest. It's definitely an area of liquidity. We made these lows. We made newer lows off of those. And I mean, I already said this, but this move, displace down, trade, displace up. I don't know. You guys know what you're doing. You guys know what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna jump off here. If you guys keep trading, stick to your plans, practice patience. And if you start feeling those emotions in your chest, walk away. I'll talk to you guys on I'll see you guys in the Discord. Ben and Prada, good luck. Yep. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.